Good late evening to my fellow parents. Um, it is past midnight and I am not able to sleep due to some things that are really upsetting me regarding um, neurodivergency and O.D.D with our kids and the stress that it plays upon parents and families. Tonight, I was in an appointment, literally told by a therapist that I needed to worry about things I can control and to worry about my own ADD, yelling at me. And I don't know what personal issues that this person had that I brought up for her, but it was a quite abusive session, where I was just getting the finger pointed at me. Is that what you need to hear, folks? So this message is for all parents suffering with kids with any neurodivergency and O.D.D, which is oppositional defiance disorder. And I'm sure they're making your life a bunch of fun and creating chaos in your home. And now I get to hear from a therapist um, some things that basically point the finger at me, um, and that I'm not doing the right things, insinuating, and with a raised tone, almost yelling at me. So I left, told her she didn't know anything about ADHD, screamed in her face more likely, and said, I'm the fuck out of here. So this is to all those parents who are also dealing with um, the upsets and the unknowns and the tantrums and the abuse that you're getting from your kid. And now you have to think about, oh, am I going to be abused from authority figures also? So, um, a friend of mine says, don't trust any of the therapy community. Is that the society we live in today? Because now we can't trust people who are supposed to be helping us. You should be careful everything you say to them. What the hell? Like, how many of you are suffering? I mean, I'm awake and I have sleeping problems myself. Um, my daughter has anxiety and cannot sleep without me next to her. Um, and so now, yes, I am ADD and I need that nighttime. And you know what this therapist said to me? Well, parents have to sacrifice things. What? So, all the self care, take care of yourself. I said that. What about self care? Aren't you guys always telling us to have self care? Put the mask on yourself before you can put it on anyone else. And now it's like, oh, sacrifice that. Sorry. Well, you know what? I don't have the most support. I will say that my older daughter, who's at this session tonight and was also doing this, she has been quite supportive and helping me out a lot. But that is also giving her an entitled feeling like she has more say than she should have. So who are we helping? Power are we giving them? So I'm here to say we're going to empower ourselves, parents. Because all these people telling you that you're a bad parent when you're trying your hardest, when you're researching, when you're watching videos, when you're trying different meds, when you're dealing with the school, when you're dealing with, in fact, her school tried to get rid of her because she had also chronic stomach migraines and missed a lot of days of school. And I had to call an advocate to get some power behind me, some correct wordage. You're going out of your way for your kid, aren't you? Just like I am. And to have some little ninny pit tell you that you're not being a good parent or insinuating, getting all mad. I don't know what issue she has. She's completely unprofessional to bring it into our session and trying to make me feel bad, practically yelling at me that I need to get my act together, and not worry about her. What the hell? My whole life has been revolved around this kid and trying to be a good mother. Now, I'm going to talk to all the older parents because I'm an older parent myself. Seems like we're being asked to forfeit our older values because they don't fit with this generation. Let me tell you, I have redone a lot of my values to be able to work with her. Before, I would not put up with any garbage, any disrespectful talk would have been a smack in the mouth. Anyone after 9 that asked anything after 9 o'clock, they were yelled at and told to go to their room. Now I've completely chilled all that out. I don't do anything abusive, abusive, and so I've been told. Now, all these young people think they know better than us. We've lived longer than them. We have older children that are successful, at least I do. She also is not a biggest fan of me. I have given everything to my children. I have sacrificed a lot for my children. Was I a perfect mom? No. But do you know what? We were taught, how many of you came from abusive homes? How many of you were hit? And I can't say I was hit too much. I was given the wooden spoon a few times and a few, what we say in Italian, a bacala, little slap in the rear. Um, I mean, maybe a handful of times in my life. And did it mess me up? No. Does it instill some fear that makes you afraid of bad talking? Yes. Does it give you respect? Yes. Did we trust our parents? No. So we didn't tell them anything. So that's the thing that I'm working to balance, because there can't be a complete, I'm a parent and you're the kid anymore. We have to bring it up. But at the same time, there needs to be some respect to parents. And this is what this younger generation is not understanding. So instead of making us to be the bad guy, how about we work together and stop being blamed for all this shit and start doing good for the kids? Because I'm sorry, all this, hi, honey, oh, you're going to slap me in the face. Oh, I hate you. Okay. That's not going to fly. I'm sorry, you're not going to get away with that shit. Now, so I'm talking to all the parents who are suffering like me. If you've been abused, I'd like you to say something. If you've been put down, I'd like you to say something. We're working our asses off. I don't know about you. I am working my asses off, watching videos, trying to be a better parent. I've read so much material, trying to be a better parent. Yes, I'm dealing with my own ADD issues. I've made that very public, that, you know what, I never even knew I had ADD. And that's a good thing about today's social media, because I learned through that. I learned about, like, oh my God, how come I was never taught this? No one teaches you stuff. We're figuring it out, guys. There's zero compassion for what we've been through to what we're trying to do now. Zero compassion. We're just expected to know. Well, F that, because we are trying, we're learning. I mean, unless you're studying in this area, I'm a teacher. Did I mention that? I'm a teacher. I deal with kids. I've had to be open-minded. I've had to have what we call a growth mindset, because education, if you're a teacher, you understand. Education is always changing. Yes, I used to blame the kids because I didn't understand them. Yes, I used to blame homes because I didn't understand. Karma. And it's okay. It's okay. I am enjoying that I can connect. My son was deeply ADD and had acting out behaviors, arrested. I mean, I've been through the loop with this kid, okay, of shaking in bed, worrying about my kid, wondering where the hell he is out in the streets, had to call the police many, like 5 times to help restrain him. Okay, so I've seen the effects of ADHD on my kids. All right. It's made me a better teacher. It's made me able to connect with them. It's made me not judge them. Now I'm dealing with this whole new anxiety generation post COVID. Okay. My son is all like happy and thinks I'm the best mom now. And I was mean. I mean, I did beat him a few times. And I was like, beat the hell out of him to try to knock sense into that kid's head. And he only learned por lo duro, which means the hard way. So, you know what? Anyone that's judging parents and what we're going through, go to hell. Really. That's what I have to tell you. You have no idea. If you're judging a parent or a teacher who's really struggling and trying to understand their kids, you have no right. We have been up and down and over the hill trying to help our kids and be better mothers, be better teachers, and be there. At least we are there every day, in and out, there for my kids. Okay. Now, of course, with my students, I can't get personal, but at least I can offer those parents some support because I get it. Now, it's also, I want to talk about this. It's been a source of shame, and shame on that. We should be uniting as parents and uniting as teachers and not have shame about this. This whole new generation is a piece of work, dude. Like, this is insane, all this anxiety bullshit. I mean, this post-COVID stuff. And I don't mean to put it down. It's real, obviously. I've had to deal with it with my kid, and it is scary for her. she can't sleep some nights, Um, and so, we need to be there for teachers who need to be understanding and not judgmental. I remember one time my oldest was suffering, and I thought, teachers were like me. We really cared about their students. I called her drama teacher to, hey, can you help my kid? We're really having a hard time. He dropped her from the program. That was a high succeeding school, and he didn't want his program to suffer. The freaking hell! Like, you're supposed to be there for your students. They look up to you. And you know that one kid turned all those kids against my daughter. So, I don't know. That was 10 years, 10, 11 years ago. So she's had to overcome a lot, okay? And it made her stronger. I mean, she now has her MA and human resources. She's doing amazing. I'm so proud of her. But man, that kid had to overcome a lot. And parenting is a journey. I didn't know how to be the right mom to her at that time, but I was always there for her. I was always there for her, and tried to help her and tried to get her help and went to every agency. The job of a parent. So if you're thinking of having a kid, I hope you're watching this video because the journey of a parent is something else, and it is a complete dedication and it is a sacrifice. So, I just want to support other parents, maybe teachers out there who are trying to understand the kids who have been diagnosed with some of these serious issues. Now, outside of the realm of ADHD and ODD, I don't know the other ones too well. I'm not going to talk about them because I don't have a firsthand experience of dealing with them. But I can get into the other ones, especially the ADD, a lot and help parents understand what their kids are going through. But what I just am trying to get out there is parents do not accept abuse from those in charge of anyone of authority who doesn't know what they're talking about. Let's come together, support one another, and lift each other up. If you have something to say, I'd like you to like this video. I'd like you to share this video. Let's get some support for parents. We're going to just take off on this issue, and we're going to really be there for other parents together. And let's make it happen. Thank you so much for listening to me. Have a great night.